Go for it.
Okay, so we're from Blackbox. Just a quick overview of Blackbox. We're been around since 1976, publicly traded on the NASDAQ, and we are based right outside of Pittsburgh, USA. So what we're setting up, what we have set up today is a control wall processor, as well as collaboration tools and AV distribution over IP. So a number of individual components that we have that we can combine into one comprehensive solution. So we'll start out over here. You follow me through here, or position over there. So this is our control bridge interface, and essentially it's a really simple user interface for operators that maybe they don't have any training, where you want someone to just be able to walk up and use. There's different layouts that you can configure, and there is a little bit of programming involved, but we'll do that programming. So let us know the configuration of the layouts that you want to use, and you can switch between the different layouts. So when I hit number 4, it'll switch to that layout, and that will be shown on the screen as well. So that's all pre-configured. So let me hit those layouts and see what that looks like. And you'll also notice that one of these is showing a connecting, and that's actually an IP camera that we have mounted on the back. So the video wall processor can take IP streams as well. You can also program sources on the left-hand side, and I can drag and drop them to switch. So that's the control bridge. We also have the Radian video wall processor, and that's driving the wall. This allows you to create one big canvas of many displays, and one of these processors can also control and manage multiple different walls. So let's say you have 6 different walls. You can control, and each wall will have unique content going to each section of that wall. And if we slide over here, this is what the graphical user interface looks like. You have the sources on the left-hand side, and a visual representation of the actual wall. So this is a snapshot, so the video on here isn't live, but as soon as you load it up onto this GUI, it's shown on the wall as well. So there are user management access rights as well, so you can log in with, if you're an admin, if you're a regular user, if you're department 1, 2, 3, 4. Depending on how you log in, you have access to wall 1 or wall 2. And there'll be different tabs on the user interface that allows you to control just that one wall or one zone. In addition to that, we have a collaboration device. So with our wall, we can take physical sources like cable boxes, servers, computers. We can also take the IP streams, like I mentioned, so that can be locally within the facility, or IP cameras located at airports. So in addition to that, if you want users to be able to quickly share their desktop, whether it's a desktop, laptop, or maybe even a phone or mobile device, we can do that with our Coalesce unit. So the Coalesce unit looks like this device. It's a little hockey puck. It's got a HDMI output, a Ethernet connection, and it can generate a Wi-Fi hotspot for your mobile devices. So let me go ahead and switch over our middle portion of the screen to the Coalesce. So I'm going to need some assistance with some of my volunteers, and in a second you'll see we're now sharing 4 different screens onto the Coalesce unit. So this can be shared onto the video wall or to the ceiling mounted displays around the room in different zones. So each zone, they can have their own Coalesce unit and share only their team's information to their parts of their displays. So it is a very flexible solution. So I'm going to load up my phone now, and I can actually share my entire phone. What that means is it's whatever I'm looking at on my phone screen, it's up on the wall. And there you see it. So that's what the interface of the Coalesce looks like. And if I'm remote or I'm not sitting at my desk, I can actually open up the Coalesce app and I can see content that other users are sharing to this Coalesce unit. So I can also open up the camera app, and you get an actual stream of the camera. So you can see this being very useful for if you're FaceTiming or doing remote support for a user out in the field, they could just FaceTime you. You're connected to the local network as well, and you can share exactly what they're FaceTiming to you onto the video wall or a bigger screen.
Or other workstations.
Or other workstations, right. So each workstation, as long as they have, it's a little application that you have to install. Once they open up that app, they can view what's being shared to the coalescer. Disconnect that. So in addition to sharing just the screen, you can share just individual image files, video files, or individual applications. So if you don't want to, show, if you don't want other alerts to be popping up and distracting the main information that you're trying to share, you can share just one specific website. You can share just PowerPoint. You can share Excel, for example. So it's very, very flexible. The last component of the puzzle, we've had some requests where we want to display scrolling messages. So if I go, let's see if it's this one. Yeah, so this one. This is our iCompel unit, which is located on top of here. It's essentially a digital signage player. It is a digital signage solution. And with this, we can also feed it into the video wall and do audio-video IP distribution to the remote displays located around the room. So you can see over here in the center section, you can create a zone where it's scrolling text, and you can manually input that text, or you can do RSS feeds to social media feeds, for example. When programmed correctly, and again, when we do the programming, you can create a button on here that will generate an alert, for example, and that'll change all the layouts of every single department or zone, and you can show like an emergency alert on all the different screens. And did I miss anything? Any other features that you wanted to point out?
I didn't even know they had those features.
So the big selling point of Black Box, beyond just the hardware technologies, is the support behind it. Obviously, when you're investing in something like this, you're not just buying a TV. It's not just plug and play. There is some training and support that has to happen. So we do offer 24/7, 365 technical support. Almost every single component, there's no single point of failure. So for example, with the Radian video wall processor, there's dual power supplies. A lot of our big customers, they'll have two processors. One is a standby unit, and all you have to do to swap it over is unplug the video cables and swap it to the second wall processor. We do a lot of military applications, so think Lockheed, Boeing, US Air Force, where it's got to always be up and running. And we do a lot of live broadcasts as well. So our biggest customer in the Chicago area would be NBC right here at the NBC Tower in Chicago. That's it.